Hi, hello, how's it going? I'm back on the vlogs, and this is hopefully going to be a reading vlog so that I can get to some festive books. Yeah, I've got a few. I've got 3 books on the go at the moment, and I'm just making a coffee, so sorry if I get cut off here. It's taking me an age to stand my tripod up. But anyway, this is a reading vlog to hopefully get to festive books. So, currently reading Promise of Fire by Amanda Boucher, and then I'm also reading The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by, I think her name is Laura Gilmore. And I find that ironic, considering that this book is, compared to Gilmore Girls, a lot. So anyway, I'm really enjoying Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I love it, and it's probably going to be a 5-star read. Probably, because you never know what could happen. I still haven't finished it. Promise of Fire, again, still haven't finished it. And it's a fantasy romance, so I'm really picky with fantasy romance, as if you don't know already. So, I hate to say it because I love the banter and the camaraderie of... Some people call him Griffin, but his actual name is Peter Center and Cat. I love it, and also with Peter Center's 2 right-hand men, who I can't remember their names right now. I love it. So that I feel like Amanda Boucher's book is going to be rated like 3.5 stars. However, that's not enough to say that I want to continue with the series, because I absolutely do, because I just love Cat and Peter Center. So anyway, those are the 2 books that I'm currently on the go with. However, I am in the middle of another one, which is like a cozy mystery, Murder, She Wrote vibes. I can't remember the name of the title. I'll stick the book cover there. So if I can get to that one, brilliant, lovely, no problem. But we'll see. I'm focusing on Promise of Fire and the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. And I've also got a lot of work to do, so this could be a very confusing mishmash vlog. I'm on chapter 24 of the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. I'm still really loving it. Really, really loving it. So, yeah. I'm really enjoying it. I believe they've gotten over like their issues, but I am prepared for a further breakup, because I've still got like, I'm on page 249, and I'm just seeing how many pages this is. Okay, I know it's over 350 pages, so I'm prepared for a further breakup. Yeah. And I also love because Logan adopts abandoned animals. So he rescues animals like chickens, alpacas, goats, etc. So I love that. And he names them after pop stars. So he's got 2 that are 2 goats, I think, are called Bob, after Bob Marley. Yeah, I just find that really funny, actually. I quite like that. And of course there's Casper the cat, which I absolutely love, which seriously I think is really helping Janine with her anxieties, and I can 100% relate to that, because if you see my other vlogs, Coco sometimes makes an appearance. Coco's our family cat. Right, taking a break from my work, and I'm going to read, this is the one that I couldn't remember the title of the other day, so I'm going to read Foul Play at Seal Bay, and this is by Judy Leigh. Leigh is spelled Leigh. So yeah, and I will say, like, I think I said this before, I can't remember, but if you used to love Murder, She Wrote, Jessica Fletcher, Angela Lansbury, that is still at my core. I love that show. I love Angela Lansbury. This is giving me Murder, She Wrote vibes. Small town. Our heroine rides a bike, just like Jessica Fletcher. So you can see where I'm going with this. And I believe I'm at the point in the book of where they've just found the body on the beach. So, yeah, I'm currently, sorry for the noise, I'm currently on the bike with weights on my ankles. So, yeah, and it's gotten colder, the Christmas jumper's on. Disney Christmas jumper is on because it suddenly got cold. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. And I'll update you with my thoughts on this one. Okay, I'm going to go back to working out. Okay, so it's 1 o'clock and this tripod's annoying me. Let's start that again. Okay, so it's 1 o'clock and I'm currently going downstairs to make myself some lunch. I'm actually pretty hungry. Let's see. Oh yeah, I've got to bring the bins in. Oh, what do we have? Let's see. It's quite cold here today, so it's like, do I want a leftover chicken and green veg salads that I've got in the fridge, or do I actually want something hot? Something hot's kind of pushing me forward. I think I might have that leftovers for dinner. What's this? Oh. Okay, looks like I'm having chili con carne. So, do you know what? I'm just going to add veg to it. And please say we've got long grain rice. Yes, we do. Somebody wants their dinner. Coca? Do you want some food? Do you want your dinner? Or do you just want to cause havoc? Hey? Do you want your dinner, Coca-Moke? Do you want your dinner? Come on, we'll get you your dinner. Well, some good news. I finished a project which has been taking me forever and a day to finish, so that's good, I expect. I've read a couple of chapters of... Why do I always forget the title of this book? And it's really dark in here. The Seal Bay one, the one that's set in a fictional village in Cornwall. That one. Yes, oh, sorry, Coco, and I just tripped over Coke. I just tripped over the cat. That's a bit better. If you're a cat owner, please back me up on this. You're always worrying about tripping over the cats. But anyway, she is demanding her dinner, even though it's only 4:30. We normally give her a dinner around about 5. But she's demanding it. She is demanding it, and I've been busy with another project. Plus, I've got a Zoom call this evening. The Wi-Fi's been really bad. So, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I am going to get Miss Coco her dinner. And yeah, update you on our next made progress, probably on either... I want to say Breath of Fire, but that's not right. The Amanda Boucher book or Pumpkin Spice. Hi, hello. I hope you've had a good Christmas. Yes, this has been quite a long jump cut, but hey ho, that's just the way life goes and the way the vlog goes as well. So, I have finished Promise of Fire by Amanda Boucher. Get her name right, Millie. Oh my word, what were the other ones? It's been so long, I can't remember the books. So it's Amanda Boucher's book that I've finally finished. In the meantime, I have finished The Returnees, which is a book recommended to me by a fellow library volunteer. And it was really interesting, actually. It was how 2 women were basically sent back to Nigeria for completely different reasons. and they end up staying in Nigeria, finding their own paths, and basically handling, obviously, a subject of race, how that makes it a lot harder. One also had relationship trauma, which she had to deal with as well. And I'm just going to mute the TV for a second, or at least pause it. Okay, there we go. You can probably hear me a bit better now. So, yeah, The Returnees. I can't remember the name of the author. If I can, I'll stick it on screen somewhere. But yeah, it was a really good read. I really enjoyed that. I believe I gave it 4 stars. So, because at times it did get really complicated and quite political, which I find quite difficult to follow. I appreciate that that is needed, but for the reader, it's can sometimes take away of the actual plot. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. And then I read a short novella, a very, very short novella. The audiobook was like only 6 minutes, but it was basically a kid's version of Cinderella, but as in gingerbread men. But basically, the blurb described it as the story of Cinderella, but also a cross between Cinderella and the Gingerbread Man nursery rhyme. I found it quite sweet. That's all I've got to say about that one. It was quite sweet. I think I ended up giving that one 2 stars. So yeah, if I can remember the other books, they'll be put in the in this blog somewhere with the rating. I apologise, I can't remember a lot right now, but I did have a headache going to bed on Christmas Day. This is now Boxing Day, so I did have a headache last night, but it was all right. I just needed to sleep. And midnight mass was a challenge. I really enjoyed midnight mass service. I really did. It was taken by a good family friend who was a vicar, and his wife used to teach me and my brother, so that was a lovely service. Saw some old school friends that I hadn't seen in years, and a really nice little church. I just wish their boiler would have worked because it was really cold in there, but no, it was lovely. Kind of celebrating the Christmas Day coming in, so that was lovely. But yeah, it was hard. Didn't get much sleep, then literally pushed through Christmas Day, and then by the end of it I was probably knackered. I couldn't really speak to my aunt over video chats. My aunts, most of my family on my mum's side now live in New Zealand, so by then they had their Christmas Day, they had their Christmas dinner, but it was really good just to quickly see my aunt and my uncle through marriage. Uncle Mark basically joined in on the video chat as well. Then we both realised we hadn't spoken to each other for quite a long time, which was it was nice. But anyway, I don't know where I am with these books right now that I said that I would read. Just making sure that my hand doesn't cover the camera. I am making my way through this. This is such a cute, cozy book. I really haven't made much headway, but I love this author, Jessica Redland. She's a really good author if you want a cozy romance. Like, almost sickly cozy, if you know what I mean. So you've got to be in the right mood for it. But this is just so up my street. Christmas at the Cat Cafe. And I believe this is a standalone. I think it is, thank goodness. But I don't know who. I've got a funny feeling I know who the love interest is going to be, but I'm not sure because it's not clear. That's all that I can say. I love the description of the personalities with each cat. She's got about 16 of them. And also the portrayal of chronic illness in here, which I love. I didn't expect that at all. A lot of similarities to me, despite the fact that it's not the same chronic condition. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name of the condition, but I have heard of it. It's oh, I'm going to butcher it. Formalgia or something. I know I'm not pronouncing that right, and forgive me. But yeah, our heroine suffers from that, and she's a business owner. Her boyfriend's just dumped her, which is, yeah, not the best position to be in. But I love how her family and her extended family run around her, help her out, and I've gotten to a bit where they're trying to put together a cat play pen, and the instructions are basically described as gibberish, which is exactly how I feel with instructions 90% of the time. I just think they're gibberish in my head. But yeah, so that's quite fun. But I'll let you know how I get on with that one. That is such a cozy read. And a Christmas thriller, which I haven't actually jumped into, but this is actually really Moorish. It's The Killer's Christmas List. I will say the prologue is quite graphic. And we're basically following a police officer. The prologue is basically from the killer's point of view, I think, but you're basically following a police officer going through a case around at Christmas time. And that's all I've gotten into that one so far. I've gotten even less into this one than I have in the other one. And this one is by someone who I've never heard of before. I just found this book in the works when I wanted Christmas reads. This is Chris Frost. So if any of you have heard of that one, please send more books by him because I'm really intrigued. So those two I want to read. I've got a problem with my library card and my account because my actual card has expired, which I'm going to have to sort out tomorrow because it's not open today. And I've got to go all the way to the nearest city for that, because our local one doesn't open again until the 2nd of January, which I'll be back volunteering for. So we shall see. I've also got Shadow and Bone here as well. But I also took the audiobook out of my library, which I can't access via my phone. Hopefully I can access it via my laptop, but we'll see. Yeah, I've got the Fairy Loot edition, which I'm very proud of. So we'll see how I get on. This is the Fairy Loot edition, and look at those sprayed edges. Love it! But yeah, if I can get other special editions that don't have a dust jacket that aren't that expensive, and I like the series as much, who knows? Who knows? This was on sale when I bought it. I distinctly remember that. So it cost me less than £20. I have no idea what that is in dollars, but hopefully there's a conversion somewhere. But yeah, so I may jump into that, but I'm not sure. And I'm also reading on Audible Hooked by, I can't remember her name. It's Emily someone. I think it's like a dark retelling of Peter Pan. So I don't know much about that. I just saw it and it was included in the membership price and I was intrigued by it. So might as well listen to it. So I've got that on the go as well. Yeah, I've got a lot going on. So I'll let you know what I read next.